Okay, so dude wanted a Walkaround, my SV. This is the left side. Upgrades, 0. None, because I'm pretty broke. Modifications. See right there, that's not exactly how the shift lever looked to begin with. I was parked in a parking lot, went in to get a pack of cigarettes, and when I came back out, bike was laying on this side, knocked it all the way over the kickstand, and fortunately, the only things that broke were shift lever, you can see there's a bolt right there, and the clutch, and the bar end is missing too. But that's one of the things that broke. This housing was actually fairly smashed and broke to hell. Fortunately, I went to work with a good friend of mine who had a friend there that had an SV1000, and the corner lights are interchangeable. So he just literally gave me one, and I replaced it. Good to go. This is the front of my bike. It is what it is. You might be able to tell I'm kind of in need of a new front tire. And when I say kinda, I mean like whoa. But it's still good. It's not showing threads yet. This is the left side of my bike. Yeah. Nothing added to it. Modifications. Brake lever broke off when I let a friend take it down the street, and he dropped it on the right hand side. But that's cool because the back brake on this thing was way too sensitive to begin with. So I just left it the way it is. Then dropping it on one side or the other usually involves this. But hey, at least my levers match, right? A couple little scratches in this general vicinity here. Might be a ding or two in other places. I don't really know. I did make the stickers for my helmet just right there underneath the seat because they happen to look good there. The exhaust originally came out to about there, but I got sick of that. Plus, it sounded like a slightly overgrown lawnmower. So, you can see the little marks there. That's what you get when you try and take off the back half of a stainless steel exhaust pipe with a Dremel. And basically, I just took the back piece of it out, and I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. Doesn't look like it. Nope, not gonna let you see. Oh well. But basically, I turned it from a 3-chamber pipe into a single chamber with reverberator. It sounds a lot better, but you can look at my other videos for what it sounds like. Anyway, I just took the back piece, pushed it back in, and then used a ball peen hammer to smash the back of the exhaust around, and it works. Back tire is the only thing that I've really bought for this bike. I wore the stocker down to the threads. This is a Shinko, I think, yeah. Shinko, basically the single cheapest tire that that place had. And there's the size, 160/60 ZR17. That's the back tire. Front tire, I don't really care about. I'll find it when I have a need to. This is my favorite sticker ever. Why? Because it's mine. There's another one right there. Check it out, man. This is my obscenely ghetto camera mount. It works. It works. I mean, check it. Come on. Get on there. And there you go. The last video that I took with it on here, I had actually forgotten to zoom it out, so it was about like this when it should have been back here. But whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. We'll call it personal preference. The neat thing about putting the camera there is that it wouldn't take a lot of effort for me to turn it around. And then all I gotta do is loosen up this little hose clamp right here, and I can aim it up at my helmet so you can see what I'm looking at while I'm riding. I'm just not gonna do that right now. Anyway, he also mentioned, do the mirrors work? Well, this is my normal view, obviously. This is the view out of the one mirror, and if I'm riding, I'm a little further forward, so this is almost exactly my view. So, yeah, out of the left mirror, I get a little bit of my arm, but, you know, it's not as bad when my arms are on the bars. But, yeah, I can see pretty damn far behind me, and that's the hood of my car, which is right over my shoulder. So then out of the right mirror, well, I don't really have anything for you to look at, but that's the willow tree right over my shoulder there. Oh, as for how I use the back brake with the lever broken off like it is, it's pretty simple. And I'm not sitting on the normal seat, I'm sitting on the passenger seat just for reference. Now ordinarily, foot sits right about there, so I mean it's not even all that difficult. You need to hit the back brake, just lift your foot, bring it over, and then you can push down on the lever. Okay? No lever, no problem. Lever, brake. Obviously, shifter works about the same way. You know, it's not actually any longer or shorter than the stock shifter. The bolt that I put through there is a little bit longer than the standard thing, so if anything, it's actually a little easier to get to. But, I mean, you know, upshift, downshift, no big thing. As far as, kickstand, sorry, I gotta see this. Anyway, kickstand, pretty damn easy to put down. I put up. When I go to put it down, I basically just bring my heel up till it hits my my peg, and as long as my heel is against my peg, there's something underneath it, that's my kickstand. So kickstand down, no problem. I've showed another video. This kickstand will hold my whole weight with no problems whatsoever. And then, you know, who has a problem with putting a kickstand down? Just tap. Now something that that I don't know if a ton of people do is park their bikes in first gear. And what I personally do is put the kickstand down, and then you know, this kickstand locks into place, so I'm not that worried about it, but bring the bike forward in first against the engine, right? So hand off of the brake, bike will not go any more than about 3 inches forward. So I take it and go forward as far as it'll go. Double check kickstand, set the bike over like that. That way, some asshole comes up behind you, not paying attention, bumps into your bike, and that's 300-pound dude right there bumping into his bike. But yeah, blah blah blah. Ugh. Oh, look at that, it didn't move. So it's not gonna fall off the damn kickstand, right? Probably can't get a very good idea for how hard I'm pushing on it there, but whatever. A lot of people say it's dangerous to keep your passenger pegs down. I honestly don't know why it's dangerous. Generally speaking, I will occasionally, especially if it's in the garage right there, I will hop on my bike about like so, and I will just set my other foot on the passenger peg. So I will chill about like this. So I usually just keep that one down. I don't know why. People are all crazy about putting them back up. But then the one on the other side is usually up. I don't know. Yeah. Figure while I'm here, might as well go ahead. Just show you the power on thing. It's not as fancy as like a Gixxer or an R6 or something, but I don't know, it's pretty. And then of course you got starting, which goes about like that. You know about that though. I don't bother with the kill switch. I just turn the key off. That's me. This particular bike, you cannot start it at all, even in neutral with the kickstand up, if you don't grab the clutch. Have to pull the clutch in to start the bike. Just to illustrate. Left hand on the thing, pushing the starter button, doesn't do anything. Does nothing at all. Ironically enough, it still kills the headlight, but it doesn't actually do anything with the starter. So then, pull clutch, it is in neutral, starts right up. Now what's cool, what I personally like about this bike is that holding the clutch, right, kickstand down, first gear kills it as long as the kickstand is down, which is just something that I personally prefer, because, you know, that way if something really bad ever happens, or if I'm about to take off, throw the bike into first gear to go, well, you know. Anyway, I got a phone call, so